Hey there, thanks for listening and welcome to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you're looking to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, all while staying true to who you are and the people you serve, this is the show for you. I'm Jennifer Tamborski, digital marketing strategist, fractional CMO, and founder of Virtual Marketing Experts. My team and I work with 6- and 7-figure coaches, consultants, and online entrepreneurs who are tired of playing the guru game of one-size-fits-all marketing. They're ready to create a business and marketing strategy that actually builds relationships with their ideal clients, creates massive shifts in their business, and rapidly increases their revenue. As your marketing matchmaker, I'm going to help you find the perfect marketing match for you. This show will teach you how to reach your ideal client, connect with your audience, build that perfect relationship, and generate more revenue. All through a process I like to call dating your ideal client. Now let's go have some fun. Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. So one of the things that you guys may have come to realize by now is that I love to talk about marketing. Realistically, all things marketing really fire me up and get me going. However, there are some topics that I could spend hours talking about and other topics that I give you a 5-minute dissertation on. Today's topic is really something that I really enjoy discussing. And so this is going to be a fun episode for me. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have designing it out for you. So I've been talking with some of my clients lately about the best method to bring in their ideal client. One of the questions that keeps coming up is a live launch funnel versus an evergreen funnel. Which one is a better model? So let's say you're like one of my clients and have just put the finishing touches on your first or new online course or group coaching program. Your next step is really getting it out there to your ideal clients, the ones that really need that transformation that only you can provide for them. But the question is, do you go live launch route or do you use the evergreen model? As a marketing strategist, I get this question asked all of the time. I've created sales funnels for both live launches and evergreen promotions. And here's the thing. One of the things I want to dispel right now is neither is better than the other. They both have pros and cons, and it really depends on your business model, on what it is that works for you and your audience. So today's episode, we are going to start with explaining the difference between live launching and evergreen models of funnels. I'm going to be very transparent in this episode in exactly what it takes to run both styles of marketing, and then you get to decide what will be best for you. So let's start with the live launches. Some of you may have heard about live launches from people like Jeff Walker, who really in the industry is one of the biggest gurus of live launching. He really has developed this process and got it into an art. And he's also the go-to person for a lot of the big people that you see online, especially in the coaching world. I think there's a big misconception here about what it takes to run a live launch, and more importantly, to do it exceedingly well. A lot of people think, well, I'm just going to throw up this live webinar or 5-day challenge, and it's going to bring in all the people and sell out my product or service. And while, it can happen, the reality is that that's not really what a live launch is. A launch means that you are opening your doors for a specific period of time, and you are actively selling to your audience during that time, selling through your social media, through doing lives, through doing emails. All of those things are in real time right now. And more importantly, you're reacting to your audience's comments and feedback during that launch. Here's the thing. A live launch should be as meticulously planned out as your evergreen funnel. And honestly, it should be as meticulously planned out as your overall marketing strategy. If you've planned it well, you're really going to have about a full month of a launch plan. And that usually incorporates things like pre-promotion, a launch trigger of some kind, like a webinar or a challenge, a sales period, which depending on your business model is usually 5 to 10 days, depending on how long you want that cart open. And then finally, your delivery phase. The biggest mistake people make when it comes to launching is they often look at it like, I need to sell this product. I need to get it out there right now. So I'm just going to throw up this webinar and launch it tomorrow. The problem with that is that live launches still require an audience to sell to. So throwing up a webinar tomorrow to sell your product, service, or solution means that you're most likely not going to have anyone there to talk to. A launch requires an audience to sell to. So you can either get lots of paid traffic and increase your email list and followers in a short period of time, meaning over that month before your webinar, you are doing a lot of warming up and engaging of a cold audience to bring them to the webinar so that you can sell them, or to the 5-day challenge or whatever that is. Or you already have an audience established, an email list or a group, a Facebook group, or some version thereof, and you want to make sure that you are developing and delivering content prior to the launch that warms up your audience. This way, when you open the cart, they are already focusing on their problem and understand why you are the best solution to that problem. Planning all of these things out ahead of time will really save you time and energy during the live launch. Because let's face it, doing a training, especially a live one, takes energy. By planning things out ahead of time, you're able to know what comes next, and you're not searching for how to do that. Which means that you're going to want to do things like start warming up your people, whether that's in your email list or your Facebook group, or whether it's completely cold audience using paid traffic. Plan out and schedule social media posts related to your course topic. Choose your best and most valuable content that really aligns with the launch to use for your engagement ads. That will really help to quickly warm up that cold audience. Do weekly content that relates to the topic of your course between now and when you are inviting people to the webinar, and start running engagement ads to the valuable content so that you have already done this and the new weekly content is being provided to all of the people that you want to be in your audience. Then as you're going through this live launch, there's about a 2-week period when you are actively online and engaging. So 2 weeks before your free training, you're going to want to start to do things like inviting your audience, your warm audience, to register for your free training. You're going to want to start posting to social media to sign up for that free training, and sending emails to your list to get them in that free training. Also, running ads again, usually to your warm audience. However, you can also run ads to your cold audience. You just want to make sure that you have enough content for those people that during that webinar or that 5-day challenge, they are really ready to commit to you. Live launches can be very fun and productive. They're especially good if you have a product or service that is limited in the period of time that people can join, like masterminds or group coaching models. Both of those models provide you with the idea that you want to avoid adding people midstream to avoid disrupting the flow of the coaching, and more importantly, the building of the community. So a live launch really makes sense with these models. I have a client that she excels at live launching. She's excellent at planning it out, and even better at really understanding what her audience needs to hear, learn, and know in order to be ready to buy from her. More importantly, she's really good at being able to pivot her launch based on the feedback she's getting from her audience. That, my friend, is where live launching really shines. When you're able to pivot based on the feedback and comments and emails and reactions you're getting from your audience, you are able to actively engage during a live launch. It allows you to pivot your messaging based on that information, and you can really combat and overcome obstacles when they're happening real time. So when you have an objection pop up, you're able to answer that in real life. Live launches mean getting a lump sum of money at a specific period of time. So this client I was talking about launches 4 times a year. So 4 times a year, she sells out her group coaching program. That program is X dollars. We'll say $5,000. She gets 10 people in there during that time period. She has $50,000. So she knows every quarter, if she sells out, she makes $50,000. This may or may not be good for your business model. If you have a group coaching program or a mastermind that opens and closes at specific periods of time, that may be perfect for you. However, if you have an online course that doesn't require someone to start at a specific time, then Evergreen models may be a better model for you. If you're looking for predictable income over long term, Evergreen launching might be right up your alley. You see, an Evergreen funnel leverages technology and automation systems that sell your course 24/7. That means that fresh leads are constantly coming into your funnel. They're nurtured towards the sale, and with the right messaging, your leads make the decision to purchase from you day or night. It's that whole idea of having money come in while you sleep. Evergreen funnels mean that your cart is always open for a specific product or service, and you're running traffic through a funnel consistently to get people to buy. Now, generally, these funnels are automated, but they also appear and are designed so they feel that they're live. Let's be honest, though. I don't know how many Evergreen funnels I've gone through over a period of time, but you know when they've been pre-recorded, and that's cool. People understand that an Evergreen funnel is pre-recorded. They're looking for the information, not necessarily the live interaction. Evergreen funnels can be phenomenal if you want predictable and scalable and repeatable income. Generally, you're using paid traffic, so Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, some source of ads to run people through this funnel. So what that really means is that you know that the amount of money that you put into ads directly correlate to the number of leads, which directly correlate to the number of sales. This is a learning period. However, you're very well aware over a little bit of time how much it's going to take in order to make X amount of money. So if you know that if you put $10 in ads, you're going to get 5 leads, and of those 5 leads, 1 will convert to a sale, and that'll make you $2,000, right? That's the idea of an evergreen funnel, is really understanding that over a long period of time, you're going to have money coming in every day. The other good thing about the Evergreen model is because you're not actively participating in them, you can take a step back and really view the data on what's working and what isn't, and make tweaks along the way. Over time, you get to create an automation that consistently and effectively sells your product, service, or solution. Once you have the Evergreen funnel built and it's working, you can really just set it and forget it, which is really why people love the Evergreen model so much. That's everyone's goal, is to have money coming into their business while they sleep. However, just like live launches, there are cons to Evergreen funnels. First, it can take time and money to invest in this model to test and tweak before it's working at its maximum efficiency. And when I say, I mean time, I mean more than a month. Seriously, I've had so many clients come to me that build out a funnel with the expectation that running traffic through it in 1 month is going to end up bringing them 1 million clients. And sometimes it just doesn't work like that. It can, however, most often it takes 6 to 12 months to really crack the code to what is going to work time and time again in your Evergreen funnel. And I found this can be quite discouraging for people to be investing so much time and money into something that is not returning immediate return on investment. An Evergreen funnel requires just as much planning as your live launch does. You're looking at your ideal audience and really thinking about what they're struggling with, what they need to see, hear, learn before they're ready to invest in you, and then planning out every step of the customer journey so that by the end of that journey, they are ready to buy. One of the things that I encourage my clients to do, especially those that don't necessarily have the patience or the time or the money to invest in an Evergreen funnel up front, is to try live launching for a while. Get it down to a science. Know exactly what you have to say and how many people have to be on that webinar in order for you to convert to a sale. And then turn that into an Evergreen funnel. Here's a big secret though. Sometimes even those Evergreen funnels that you have worked on for years, they stop working. And then you get to start from the top and figure out again where your clients are at and what it is they need in order to be ready to purchase. When you look at the industry, especially the coaching industry, you're going to see those big players doing both live and Evergreen funnels. Some have perfected opening group coaching programs once or twice a year and really making millions of dollars off of it. And others are killing it with the Evergreen funnels that bring in revenue on a daily basis. The reality is there's not a right or wrong with these two types of funnels. It's just a matter of figuring out what works for you, your business, and your audience, and making that work with in the best way possible. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to iTunes and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.